Good evening, everyone. It's my proud privilege to welcome you all in such a prestigious lecture from Center for Economic Studies and Planning, Jawaharlal Nehru University. So first, on behalf of School of Social Sciences, Jawaharlal Nehru University, and of course the chief guest of the program, Professor Sunanda, and distinguished guest, I feel really privileged, and I also feel a little bit jittery to speak because we have seen the teachers and professors as stalwarts in front of our eyes actually, and we always used to look at them that what is going, and I'm speaking before them, so it's a test. I hope they will give me B plus at least today. Thank you, sir. We know that actually this is a very prestigious lecture, and Professor Krishna Bharadwaj, one of the founding members of the Center for Economic Studies and Planning, and I know that the 6 professors who started, if I am correct, professors, if I can take the names of Krishna Bharadwaj, Professor Amit Bhaduri, Professor Anjan Mukherjee, and Professor Prabhat Patnaik, Sunanda Sen, and Professor Utsa Patnaik. I think, the time which it was established in 1973. So you look that that was the time when India was just trying to wake up from the slumber of independence. 23 years had passed and we gave ourselves a democratic constitution. But it was a very testing time in which we were, developing. It was, of course, rampant poverty, a colonial legacy. Or we can say that there was a high death rate, high birth rate, mortality rate, or the agricultural population which was there. Now, under these circumstances, there was a challenge. And of course, who will other take than the economists had to take the challenge. And I think that was the time when Jawaharlal Nehru's Center for Economic Studies and Planning started emerging with a vision. And I was told with my own predecessors in Center for the Study of Social Systems, School of Social Sciences, that, whenever the courses were supposed to be framed, the preamble of the Constitution was kept in front. And in preamble, social justice acquired a higher pedestal than equality, liberty, and fraternity. I think that social justice really prevailed, not only in the curriculum, but also the pedagogy and the way the teachers behaved. I know Professor Sunanda Bharadwaj kept one poor student in her home itself. And that was the way actually our teachers have helped the people, and social justice did not only reflected in their teaching, but also in their deeds. Now, with this legacy, the collective wisdom of the center has taken or sown the seeds of lots of young scholars, and even one seed that there are so many scholars world over, not only in India, but they are the flag bearers of the Center for Economic Studies and Planning. We also remember, if you, I think there are elderlies who are here, they know that even when they had their own, teaching or their, supervision, but they did not only contribute to the center, rather they contributed outside the center also, and they went into the institution building. I remember actually one story of Professor XXVIII Sen, who used to come and take the classes and then go to planning commission to actually do his work. Even our Vice Chancellor, Y.K. Alag, used to actually check certain answer sheets. So there are stories, and I think we have a very learned panel, or rather we have actually very learned speakers who are sitting here. They will tell you more about that, but a small fry from my side, I always think that, Center for Economic Studies and Planning is, of course, the star department who has they have sown the seeds of Nobel laureates as well. So it is not actually that why people want to become part of this center. I think in this context, this lecture when we organize, we look back the legacy, the wonderful legacy of the center, which has really contributed in the name and fame, not only of the center, but Jawaharlal Nehru University as a whole. And therefore, friends, I think today is a time that when we sit, we will remember not all the, not actually in the full measure, but at least in whatever little way we can remember the legacy of the center, legacy of our professors who used to teach not only, in the classroom, but as JNU, you can learn outside the classroom also. So 24/7, that's what the way actually they have contributed. And that's why we are today, where are we? So let's keep this legacy and let's keep this mental. Let's all the people associated with CESP, they should be a flag bearer of the production of knowledge or the zenith on the which we have taken this center, and this karma will go ahead. With these few words, I welcome you all, and I think this will be very absorbing. Even I think a lot of homework will be given by our speaker. Thank you so much for everyone for coming. Thank